Hello, this is Dan.
And Phil.
What are you on,
Chocolate ring.
You are listening to BBC Radio 1, where for the next hour, some of the biggest stars of the internet take control of your radio.
Ow, Charlie!
I am Charlie McDonald.
My name's Jack Howard.
And I'm Dean Dobbs.
It's a Leo Plural Dan, Charlie.
Is this thing on?
This is the Internet Takeover. Panic at the Disco, Emperor's New Clothes, and you are now listening to and watching Dan and Phil.
BBC Radio 1.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It is the first Monday of the month at 9 p.m. on BBC Radio 1, which means you are listening to Dan and Phil on the Internet Takeover. And it is November the 2nd, which unfortunately means that spooky season is over.
Oh, I'm still feeling mildly spooky, you know?
Got residual spookiness lingering in your body.
I kind of want to be Thor every day. I was Thor for Halloween, by the way.
No, Phil was Thor, and I was my Lord Saviour role model and greatest inspiration, Shrek.
Yeah. You made a good Shrek, actually.
What are you implying?
It suited you a lot.
That is a compliment, Phil. I will take that.
Yeah.
And what, you can't let go of the Thor that you wear for an evening?
I'm continuing the spooky season with my socks, though. I'm wearing
What?
possessed cats on my feet right now.
Wow. Please put your feet down in the studio. You're going to... those are some good socks you got there, Phil.
Thanks. Say something spooky to me, Dan.
Share the link to this radio show with 10 people right now, or a spooky skeleton will visit you in your sleep tonight. Ooh. There we go. That's not something my grandma would send to me on Facebook. We all have Facebook grandmas like that, don't we? I'm tagging you in this, otherwise it's going to happen. No, Grandma, that's not how viruses work.
That's not how it happens.
Anyway, shall we tell them about the show?
Yeah, what's happening?
Be prepared for another hour of a relevant conversation like this and eclectic music taste for the next hour on Radio 1. In 15 minutes, we will be telling you everything weird that has happened around the world this week and internet news. Later on, we will be continuing our Clash of the Titans to see who gets to play an awful song that trolls the radio in the 7-second challenge.
And as always, you can watch us online at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, where you can see that Dan is wearing every colour of the rainbow right now.
Only people that know me will know why that's so funny. Thank you, Phil. What's our next song?
Well, we have someone who's been climbing around inside my ears all week.
That's a very strange way to put it.
It's Adele. Hello, Adele. Adele, hello. And if you want to see an amazing video of David Attenborough...
Oh my gosh, this was incredible.
...narrating this video like a nature documentary, you have to check out the Radio 1 YouTube channel right now.
That's one of those things where you're like, wouldn't it be amazing to just see David Attenborough narrate something, which obviously would work for basically everything in existence.
It changed my life.
It was just one of those beautiful things that happens and you're like, yes, thank you, Almighty
world.
Planets or the Greg James Show for making that happen. Go check it out. It is quite incredible. So...
There's a thing that's happening this Sunday.
Is that this? Oh my god, that's so soon.
My Teen Awards senses are tingling.
You just spoiled it.
Oh yeah.
You were about, Phil, I thought the whole... Okay, stop. The whole point of that was you were going to go, there's something happening this Sunday. It's the Teen Awards. Do you want to try that again?
Let's try again.
Okay.
There's something very exciting happening this Sunday.
What is it, Phil?
It's the Teen Awards!
Yeah, that is happening this Sunday. Unfortunately, me and Phil are busy doing our own show, so we can't be there in person. But we thought, hey, we don't want to miss out on all the fun. We have to wedge ourselves into that party somehow. So there is a way. Me and Phil are going to be doing something we are calling the Alternative Teen Awards. And the idea of this is they are special awards that we are giving specifically to the individual beautiful artists and celebrities that will be attending.
Yeah, we've already had some great suggestions for an award, like Can Make Anything Sound Dirty for All Time Low.
That would be incredibly appropriate for those guys.
But this isn't a joke. We actually want to give out these awards on video.
That's right. We are going to actually be presenting these people with these awards, but the part that will excite you is we are going to get these suggestions from you guys out there, the fans. Yes, that is right. This is a bad idea, but we've committed to it. You are going to suggest awards that we are going to give them, so that is what we want to talk about tonight on the radio.
Yeah, if you want to give us an award, all you need to do is text 81199 or tweet us, most importantly,
with
Alternative Teen Awards. That is hashtag Alternative Teen Awards with what award you want to give and why you would be giving it to that person.
So name and the special award that they would get. Some inspiration in case you want it. Yesterday it was revealed that the Vamps are going to be there, but we can exclusively announce that some more people at the Teen Awards include Ollie from Years and Years, Jim Chapman, our old buddy from the YouTube space, the Radio and DJs, and Idris Elba. So just dwell on that for a minute. It doesn't have to be those guys. Tweet us anything funny you would give to any artist or celeb. Hashtag Alternative Teen Awards, and we will be reading those out throughout the show.
Yes, we will.
And now, here's another. Some guys, they're at the Teen Awards, aren't they? What's an award that they would get? Most unnecessarily sexual, but no one is complaining. I think that's a good one for them.
I think so.
Here is Five Sauce covering Bring Me the Horizon in the Radio 1 Live Lounge. It's pretty amazing. This is Drown on Radio 1. How good was that? That was actually amazing. I had some naysayers go, oh, really? What did you going to be like for a second? Some, hey,
it was
good song, right? Told you. So we've already had some suggestions for our hashtag Alternative Teen Awards.
Yeah, Sam wants to give one to Jim Chapman for most likely to buy a sweater for their dog. That is one kitted out dog, isn't it?
That's a compliment.
Their dog is more fashionable than me.
I'm all for living vicariously through pets. That's good.
And Holly wants to give one to Nick Jonas for being best buddy.
Thanks. No one's ever going to let that go, will they? Maybe, can someone ask him this year?
Why did he ask you if you were in London?
Anyway, Phil, we have important matters to attend to, don't we?
It's time to find out the weirdest stories in the world this week in Internet News.
This is the Internet News.
Internet News.
Our top story today comes from the world of Halloween. Now, when it comes to fancy dressing, Phil, some people have varying levels of effort. Some people just whack a sheet over their heads and go, hey, this is good enough. But some people go all the way, and they are the embodiment of the festive season. And one of these people is Heidi Klum. She always just goes all the way to 11.
Yeah, that one where she skinned herself was incredible.
Traumatizing but excellent,
always
like all good ones should be. And this year it is no different, as she has actually become Jessica Rabbit. Look at these photos.
That is insane!
For anyone who is just listening, she has literally had prosthetics to make herself look like Jessica Rabbit.
I don't understand!
No one should have a butt that big.
It's freaking me out.
Is it possible? The proportions are just, I don't know, physics just must be collapsing under the weight of these things right here.
Yeah, it definitely beats my £12 Thor costume, doesn't it?
Okay, let's just have a quick comparison of Dan and Phil as Shrek and Thor.
There we go. Who wins?
Who do you think won? I think Heidi wins this round.
Yeah, I think I'm going as Jessica Rabbit next year.
And that is a disturbing mental image for all of us. Okay.
Internet News! Next, we go to the world of Disney. Woo. And it's another cartoon being brought to life as some clever gentleman in New York City has dressed as an Aladdin with a magic carpet.
But how is this a magic carpet, Phil?
Well, here he is flying on this weird skateboard carpet thing, and it doesn't make any sense.
He has actually put a remote-controlled car under a carpet and is driving around the streets of New York.
Let's have a look. What?
So, thoughts on this?
I don't understand what's happening.
It's amazing. It looks like he's floating. He is literally driving through traffic on a carpet,
He's going
though.
so fast.
It's one of those things where I'm like, man, this is awesome. He's definitely gonna die. But
Yeah.
hey, do it for the views. I mean, don't try that at home.
No.
That's the official stance on that.
That would be bad. Internet news.
Our last story today is another one of childhood dreams filled from the good old days, pillow fights, talking to imaginary friends.
Oh, yes.
Cardboard forts.
They were the best.
Well, I have found the dream place for you, as there is something incredible that happens in Australia every year. Do you know what LARPing is, Phil?
Yeah.
Where people reenact kind of medieval battles by pretending to be knights.
Yeah.
It's like that, but all cardboard boxes, cardboard
What?
armor, cardboard swords, cardboard tanks. Yes, witness this cardboard monstrosity happening in Australia.
What?
It's insane.
That
So-
looks so dangerous.
Again,
and
as
fun.
a description, it's not just some people holding cardboard boxes. There's like dinosaurs and castles.
Cardboard tanks.
Projectile attacks.
Cardboard planes with real propellers.
The tagline of the event is the art of destruction. I mean, is it safe? If you're wielding cardboard and wearing cardboard, surely you can't be injured. But
Yeah, I would go to that.
again, you know, we're just not concerned about that in this episode of the Internet News. It's all about the fun.
So, we'll see you next time where we'll be dressed entirely in cardboard in a cardboard studio.
Is that the dream?
Yeah.
Where you will be Jessica Rabbit. Disturbing. Okay, goodbye.
Bye!
The Internet News.
Thanks for that, Dan and Phil, looking snazzy as ever.
Oh, always. Now, somebody who has come back from the musical abyss with a new kind of rocky song that I absolutely love, I think is awesome. Here is Grimes with Flesh Without Blood on Radio 1. That was Grimes with new song Flesh Without Blood on Radio 1.
Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch the Dan and Phil show on Radio 1.
So, shall we delve back into our hashtag Alternative Teen Awards, Phil?
Yeah, we've been asking for awards you would give to your favourite artists that aren't part of the normal Teen Awards.
You look at them and say,
Yeah.
what special thing does this person deserve for being them? We've got some suggestions here.
We have one from Livy who said Adele for being the most annoying person to ring up and not say who she is when she rings.
Hello? Who's there? There's been like a million mashups of that on YouTube. Like literally like 1,000 people have gone, I'm going to do the video where I pretend to be the person answering the phone call to Adele.
Do you know, when I was a kid, my dad used to make me answer the house phone by going, hello, this is the Leicester house and this is Philip speaking. And I'd get shouted at if I didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah. And when they weren't there, I'd just be like, hello?
Traumatizing. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Phil and welcome to my ace place.
But I actually had a really high-pitched voice as an 11-year-old, so people would be like, is that Catherine? And I'd be like, no, it's not.
The ultimate, like, don't say that to me.
Hannah wants to nominate Evan Peters for absolute best at playing insane but kind of hot characters award.
That's a conflict. Many fictional characters. It's like, wow, this person is by all means an evil character.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want them. My heart longs for them.
Speaking
Evan Peters ticks that.
of evil twins, Dan is not for fire has tweeted in.
Wow, thanks for confusing people with that name.
Matt Bellamy for ruining lives. I think they mean in a good way.
Yeah. Positively ruining someone's life with the music. Chloe has said, I would give an award to Kanye just for existing, TBH.
Just
same.
because he is the Kanye best.
An award for thank you. Just thank you.
Majora Howell has tweeted, say Jennifer Lawrence should win the award for being one of the most adorable but socially awkward humans to ever exist. I would also give her that award.
That's an important role for someone to fill. You need someone that's as high profile as her that will still stack it walking up some stairs.
Yeah,
just for the rest of our self-esteem, you know. I want to hear from Lisa that said, Phil should get an award for being the purest cinnamon roll.
A pure cinnamon roll.
Well, how do you feel about that, Phil? What's your
means a
speech
lot.
for that one?
I don't know what the speech
You're
is.
very honoured. You'd
I'm
like to
just
thank your parents and the Academy.
Sugary and delicious. Now I just want to eat a cinnamon roll.
Cannibalism is about to go down live on camera, people. Now, I thought we would return to a little something we started, which is the Dan and Phil teenage mixtapes.
Yes.
Phil's represents like a certain late 90s period, which was a golden age for lots of people.
It
Mine
does.
is like MySpace, mid-noughties, bottom of the crash can.
All right.
We're going back into the kind of like emo landscape here, and I'm wondering whether this is going to be the Screamo version or like the radio edit where he sings.
Ooh.
This is some vintage eyeliner Jared Leto for you guys here right now. I hope you appreciate it. This is The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars. The Kill, 30 Seconds to Mars, and it was the non-screamo version.
Oh,
did you hear that?
I heard.
It's a "This is who I." It's the proper way. You know, that's real music.
I'm sure
guys.
everyone enjoyed listening to that, Dan.
It was nice and guttural from me there. That's
Yeah,
good.
it was.
I like to think Ollie Sykes would be proud of that. So, something quite extraordinary happened a couple of weeks ago. It happens once in a blue moon, and it is
Yep.
truly a rare event. It's like a flower you should capture. Me and Phil were awake when Grimmy's show was on air.
It's a
that,
miracle.
That never happens.
Yeah.
We're really bad. He's like, "So guys, what have you been thinking of the show?" And we're like,
I was asleep the whole
"Great!"
time.
Well, obviously, but the other week we were, because we were out and about around the country on tour,
Yeah.
and we tuned in, and Grimmy was chatting to the 1975, asking for questions from big fans out there listening.
Yeah, and we thought it'd be a good idea to actually call in and ask a question ourselves. And not only that, we videoed it. So here is the video.
Good times.
Next up, we have Dan. Morning, Dan.
Hi,
Hi, Dan.
How are you, Dan?
I'm good. I'm sat in a car with my friend Phil. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Phil.
Dan and Phil.
Dan and not
Like,
Dan and
like
Phil.
Dan and Phil. Like Dan and Phil off the radio.
But, Phil, I told you we didn't call up as fans. Oh my god.
Oh, my
Very embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
And we have a question for you guys.
Hang on. Before the question, you can't phone in Radio 1 if you're on Radio 1 as fans.
Oh,
But you can't. People are like, the hotline's ringing off the thing.
Exactly. What are you supposed? It's your day off. Why are you ringing?
Yeah,
in
it's
work?
early as well.
musicians as much as everyone else, Grimmy. We should be allowed to.
All right, then, ask your question to the 1975 Dan and Phil from Radio 1.
Okay. Who were you guys massive fans of when you were younger that you would want to ask a question to? Nice.
Good
Oh,
question.
who would I want to ask? Well, to be honest with you, Michael Jackson. Just what's going on? Basically,
What the hell is
like,
happening?
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Just what's going on? I'm a massive fan. I love you, but seriously, what's going on?
Seriously, dude.
That's my question to Michael.
What?
Nice
I mean, where do you even
answer.
begin?
I don't even know. I don't even want to start about specifics.
No.
I love you,
Yeah.
but what's going on?
What's going on?
Nice concern.
George?
I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer. Are you happy with your question?
That was a really good answer, thank you.
No, you're welcome. Enjoy your day off.
What are you doing, you two? Why are you up early? I didn't think you were morning people.
Why are Dan and Phil awake when the breakfast show is happening? We're currently on tour celebrating our book, and we're about to go on BBC Breakfast. Oh my god. I'm a bit scared. I'm scared I'm going to wheel over the sofa.
We're going on the news.
Please,
I mean, that would be mint.
please.
Please
Right.
don't do that. Dear
No,
God,
please
I'll
do.
try not to.
That would be absolutely
Please do
mint.
it. Because
That would be an instant, wouldn't it?
please do it. It'd be such an internet moment.
I'll do one in here if you do it.
Okay, we've got
Right, Georgie's going to wee all over a chair in here, and you wee all over BBC
This
Breakfast.
is good quality stuff on the BBC.
Yeah, very is.
sounds
Very,
like a fan of the BBC.
Poignant.
very highbrow. Yeah, BBC wee. All right, bye, Dan. Bye, Phil.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye. There they go. Off to BBC Breakfast to have a wee.
Can you stick around for a little bit? Yeah? 'Cause we've got...
Really, Phil?
I don't know why I said that.
I didn't wheel all over the sofa. Just so you know, I didn't.
Well, and the funny thing is, you just said, I hope I don't wheel over the BBC Breakfast sofa live on the Radio on Breakfast show.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even
I have no filter.
the weirdest thing
No.
Phil said that morning, as you did actually one-up yourself
I did.
when you're on BBC
I mean, we were
Breakfast.
having a chat on
How
the
did that
sofa.
get there?
I don't know. We were talking about the time I got bitten by a squirrel.
I think they were like, what do you do on the
Yeah.
internet? Phil was like, I talk about animal attacks, or whatever you
Because
said.
that's what it sounded. Anyway, Charlie said, "So Phil, where did the squirrel bite you?" And then I said, "Florida." Yeah, that's not what he meant. He meant where on your body did he bite you?
Phil answered with Florida.
Yeah.
No, Phil, we're on the body, not the place on earth. And he just gave you a look like,
Yeah.
okay.
This is this guy.
This is what YouTubers are like, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we represented the internet well with that one.
Yeah, we
I think
did.
The community can be proud of us, indeed.
Definitely.
Shout out to Charlie for being a good sport and just nodding and smiling while that was happening.
Yeah, anyway, it seems only fair that we play the 1975 after gate crashing their interview.
Indeed.
So here is Love Me. The 1975 with Love Me. I really like that. It's grown. It's grown on me.
Like a strange fungus that at first you're like, hey, where'd you come from? But then you're like,
Oh, it's quite warm
I
now.
appreciate the guitar solo.
In this cave.
BBC
Radio 1.
Anyway, moving on from fungus caves.
Why are we here? Who let us on the radio? I don't know.
We have some more alternative teen awards from you guys.
It is the Teen Awards this Sunday, and because we are not there and we need to inject ourselves into it somehow, we are giving special awards to the artists that you guys think that they deserve to win. And we have had some disturbing and wonderful ones. Give us some more, Phil.
Kirsty wants to give one to you, Dan.
Really?
For having the worst northern accent ever.
I take that. I humbly accept that, and I'm sorry.
Can you give us a northern accent again?
No.
Don't want to do that.
Let's just leave that there.
I'm actually northern, so I'm allowed to do it.
Am I allowed to appropriate you, Phil? Okay, that's fine.
Ria is not on fire wants to give one to Drake for worst dance moves. Literal dad dancing.
That video is like the single ladies for men.
However,
you can't just take that away.
It's divided the world because Libby Carter wants to give one to Drake for best dancing.
Literally down the middle of society.
Yep.
What team are you on? We've got one here from Tarasha who said that Zac Efron should get an alternative teen award for being sculpted by God.
Wow, that is a high accolade. I don't think he should get that award, though. I mean, he's got enough going on for him, doesn't he?
The last thing he needs is an award for being sculpted by God.
Do you know, when I had my Thor arms, I felt a little bit of that.
You knew what it was like to be Zac.
I knew what it was like.
For a fleeting moment, your life had meaning.
Abs all over my arms.
Festive Ashley said that Brendan Urie should get an award for having the biggest forehead.
Oh,
wow, the fans are just coming out, snatching weaves
forehead.
and having no respect.
Liv wants to give one to Fall Out Boy for the longest and most unnecessary song titles.
That don't link to the song at all, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because true.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And ironically, that is an incredibly long name for an award.
It is.
To get Fall Out Boy.
Liv.
Hey, was that intended?
I hope so.
The tone didn't look like that was intended. What a beautiful coincidence.
Yeah, but
that was incredible.
I'd like to hear more of these, so please tweet us
Keep them coming in.
with hashtag Alternative Teen Awards. And now we have another band performing at the Teen Awards, which is All Time Low, and I've been digging through the depths of the Radio 1 YouTube channel to find a live lounge that they did, which I actually really enjoyed. It is them performing Elastic Heart. Here you go. All Time Low, Elastic Heart. Dan, they got there before FKA Twigs. How does that make you feel?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, Phil.
She just copied
Are you
them.
coming for someone I stand for? I don't think they allow violence on the radio. That's fine. I mean, there wasn't a dance, but it was still transcendently beautiful. Well done, guys. But
definitely.
Serious time, Phil. Serious.
Okay, time to get serious. Here is the most intense per second radio feature ever. It's the 7-second challenge.
The 7-second challenge.
Now, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, Dan, but I've won about 5 7-second challenge matches in a row.
You have, haven't
I have.
you?
I don't think I can be beaten.
Are you saying that? Wow, Phil's declaring himself unbeatable, people.
I am.
Well, I've had been wanting to play songs for a while now, but you keep winning. So, in case anyone's confused, why don't you explain what the 7-second challenge is, Phil?
Well, the other person has to do whatever the other person says in 7 seconds.
It is sudden death. If you don't do it, you're out. But the winner gets to pick a wild card song of their choice.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy with mine today. I think it's still lingering on to the season that might have just passed.
Ooh.
Just putting that out there as a little teaser.
Mine might have people singing along in their cars. Yeah.
Really? Okay. So, are you ready, Phil?
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a challenge first.
Okay.
I just feel like you deserve it. Okay. So, are you in the zone?
I'm in the zone.
You're in the challenge zone. Phil, your first challenge is to do an impression of an emoji emotion that doesn't exist yet, but is something that we all need. And give it a name. Go!
It's the sneezing emoji. There we go.
Do the face. The impression of...
That was the face.
Oh.
It was someone who, it was like me that I just had a cat rubbed on my face. Because I'm allergic to cats.
For people not watching online, that was a strange face that we all just got to
I did it,
appreciate.
though.
You did, so you know what, Phil?
me a ding.
I'm going to give you a strong ding for that one. Well done. Okay.
Right, Dan.
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready for the first one.
Okay. Say 3 things that you would not want to happen today.
I wouldn't want to die. I wouldn't want the sun to explode and I die slowly. I wouldn't want it to rain spiders.
Oh, you just got in there.
When you give people literally like infinite possibilities.
A rain of spiders
literally
sounds horrifying.
Wow.
I was like, what's going to be raining? What's going to be raining?
At least 3 people crashed their cars because I just said that.
Don't say that.
Sorry, guys.
It's fine. It's
right,
not,
Phil.
It's not the weather.
You
It's
ready
not
for the
happening.
next one?
Yeah.
How are you on your kind of like Latin American worldwide pop singing sensations?
Not very good.
Let's see. Phil, I want you to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as if you were Shakira.
What? Your orders twinkle, twinkle, little star. On my knees. I'm on my star. Oh my God, that was terrible. I'm sorry, Shakira, and everyone else in the world that listened to that.
I need a moment.
Can we just erase that from our memories?
Did you just go like, you're there to let that twinkle?
Yes. Yes, I did.
That was horrendous, but you went for it.
But I did it. I did it.
You went for it, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna give you a ding for that one,
yes.
Phil.
Right.
Okay.
Dan, make up a rap about November.
November, it's the season for getting really cold and committing treason. Guy Fawkes' word. Hey,
that was good.
Come at me. How amazing was that? Right.
I think that was one of the best raps you've done in this game.
Well, fire in the booth. Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Are we giving you a ding?
Go on.
There you go.
Yes.
Double ding.
Did you just double ding me?
I did. I liked it.
Thanks, Phil. Right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Phil, name 5 bands that people, correctly or incorrectly, might describe as emo.
Emo. Panic at the Disco. Fall Out Boy. My Chemical Romance.
What?
It was...
What? That wasn't 5. That was... Oh, no. Oh, Phil. that wasn't 5.
Stop. You just haven't heard of the bands of Flat and... No! They're very emo.
Is that what that was? Phil, I'm afraid that was a fail, which I guess means that I am this week's winner of the 7-second challenge.
Oh, I was too cocky about it.
Oh my gosh, what an honour. I mean, how do I even react to this? Okay, so I've picked a song that I would like to play for you all today.
All right.
It is a remnant of the spooky season, and I don't even apologise for anything. Here on Radio 1, it is my honour to play Spooky Scary Skeletons by Andrew Gold.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
That was the masterpiece of music. That was Spooky Scary Skeletons by Andrew Gold on Radio 1.
Yeah, I think we've finally said goodbye to the spooky season now.
Have we?
Thanks for that, Dan.
Wave it all goodbye. with some dank memes. Okay.
So, we've actually been on the road touring the country in the last month.
Dan and Phil living the rock and roll lifestyle.
Seen some exciting things out of the window of the bus.
You see, because I hadn't travelled across the UK's beautiful motorways until this month as much.
I saw Stonehenge. Which is,
as a northerner, okay, Phil, give us your rating of the experience of driving past Stonehenge.
It was a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but very spooky and mysterious.
It's really funny because everyone else was like, yeah, that's a thing. And Phil was like, oh my God, really? I've never been past Stonehenge before. And everyone was like, yeah, I mean...
Blackpool Tower is my Stonehenge, that's right.
Wow. We kind of drove past it and Phil was like, was that it? Or is there like more around the corner? That was Stonehenge. It was like, but it was so small and there was a road right next to it. I'm like, yeah,
that's it.
And there's a big fence around it. We're like, yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah. And there we go.
Another thing we drove past was a llama farm, and I wasn't sure what they were farming.
I was excited.
Was it llama milk? Was it llama wool?
I hope so.
I don't really want to know what else they'd be farming.
I don't think they have alpaca burgers in the UK. Good. I haven't seen that anywhere yet. Heston, I'm watching you.
What was your favourite thing we've seen?
My favourite thing we've seen so far, other than the llama farm? I think mine was the service stations.
What? How?
I don't know. I just think you get a lot of society reflected in the beautiful service stations of the UK. It really says something about each town you're in.
Lots of mysterious faces in there.
It's good for people watching.
What are their stories?
I hope there's some regulars.
Who knows?
Can you imagine? Strange people.
I've also been playing a lot of my old school music, including...
You have been subjecting everyone to that.
Yeah, Phil's Teenage Mix CD. Now, I've been playing a track every show, and I think we're on to track 5 now. So I'm going to press play. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's see what our next song is. Oh, good choice,
classic.
Phil of the past. It's the White Stripes with 7 Nation Army.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
The White Stripes with 7 Nation Army. Thank you very much, Phil of the past. I enjoyed that a lot.
Good request, young Phil, definitely.
Got some final alternative teen awards.
Oh, Phoenix, really? She said, I'd give MCR an award, but you can't give ideas awards. Oh. Wow.
Too far.
Savage fandoms out there on the internet today.
Maya wants to give one to me for not weeing on BBC Breakfast sofa.
Should be
Thank
proud
you
of
very
that.
much.
And Karina says Benedict Cumberbatch should win Best Cheekbones in the Universe.
Definitely.
Wow, that is high praise
And
right
finally, one for Emma's nan for riding a skateboard while she's 65 with a busted kneecap. Well done, Emma's nan.
What an epic combination of things. That is incredibly impressive. I want to say thank you to all the people that have been sending in Alternative Teens Awards. You can see the fruit of our labour this Sunday when the big show happens in front of everybody. But that is it for us tonight. Stay tuned for more Phil Taggart on Radio 1. But I think we're going to end on a fellow YouTuber pal of ours. This is Troy Sivan with the second part of his Blue Neighbourhood trilogy. This is Troy with Fools on BBC Radio 1. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a pretty good track.